On behalf of the General Assembly, I have the honor to welcome to the United Nations His Excellency Abdullah Gül, President of the Republic of Turkey, and to invite him to address the Assembly.
Mr. President, Mr. Secretary General, Excellencies, I wish to start by extending our sincere congratulations to you, Dr. John Ash, on your assumption of the presidency of the 68th session of the UN General Assembly. Mr. President, at the dawn of the 21st century, we had every reason to be optimistic about the future. We saw the end of Cold War hostilities, and the moral balance of the world shifted towards the pursuit of peace. A lasting peace is far more than the mere absence of war. We, the international community, understood the imperative of working together for a stable world order. We maintained our strong commitment to the universal principles of the United Nations system. And in a spirit of solidarity and cooperation, we developed effective international responses to the scourge of terrorism. Yet, the most profound crises of our times are emerging from internal conflicts. Such conflicts have been increasing in both frequency and magnitude. They are largely driven by the problem of political legitimacy, which leads the government to withhold their consent and limits the prospects for domestic order. Leaders without political legitimacy share a common delusion. Instead of leading the future and the transformation, they believe they can buy time with its responsible actions against their own people. Eventually, these domestic conflicts escalate into civil wars, such as the tragedy we are witnessing in Syria. The action of these leaders thus have implications for peace and security beyond their own borders. If some leaders insist on defining their security in a way that inflicts insecurity upon other nations, there can be no collective security. Today, regional and international peace and security depend upon the maintenance of domestic order in each individual nation. True democratic peace is the key to regional and international peace and stability. This is a challenge that we will continue to face in the years ahead. Mr. President, we all know that no one holds a monopoly on righteousness. Yet, I would like to touch upon the function of the whole UN system. We all need a strong, efficient, and credible UN. We need a UN fit for purpose in the face of current global realities. The UN of which I speak should be a body capable of taking action to maintain international peace and security. It should be able to safeguard security, justice, and people's fundamental rights and freedoms. It should never forfeit its prime responsibility for the sake of power politics. We must realize that inaction by the Security Council only emboldens aggressive regimes. We need a UN capable of forcing the perpetrators of brutal action to submit to justice and the rule of law. Only through such a UN can we achieve the truly peaceful world envisioned by the institution's founders. Yet, as much as this remains a noble goal, it is also an urgent necessity. Decisive action is the only way that the UN system will remain relevant and credible. To face this new reality, we need a Security Council which is truly democratic, representative, effective, and accountable. Mr. President, Excellencies,